Right. Okay. So what? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I write a list because otherwise I forget.
Where's your list?
On my computer.
Oh, right.
It's fine though. It's if it's there, then it exists. Jet Set Willy. Do you remember Jet Set Willy?
Sort of. Bit of a platform with a Monty Python thing, isn't it? Or is that a different game?
Yeah. Python-esque. I mean, that almost sells it a bit short, really. I mean, it's the sort of creativity in that game is, Manic Miner is a great game. Really well designed, great gameplay, really creative, weird monsters and all that kind of stuff. Jet Set Willy is a work of art. It's amazing. It's just an incredible game. Not just the amazing abstract graphics and all that, but the code itself. Now, this is the great Matthew Smith, obviously, who basically made 2 games, pretty much, and 3 games actually, and obviously disappeared, and then he's now reappeared. And there is an interview with him at the Play Expo. There was a big Sinclair thing going on. He was there, and so there's an interview with him. If you want to see that, if indeed you want to see it. But Jet Set Willy was the point. I think he was very young when he was. We think he was on drugs and things like that, perhaps allegedly, etc. The code itself is a work of art. Okay, the game crashes. There is an attic bug. When you go to the attic, stuff starts going wrong, and the color attributes start moving past the screen. It all goes completely crazy like this, and it slowly crashes and slowly corrupts. It's amazing. I mean, it really is amazing. People don't recognise that quite as much as I do, I think. Now, this thing that I'm going to show, I don't think this is mentioned anywhere. I don't think it's on the internet. Okay, this is the secret Jet Set Willy secret madhouse. That's what I used to call it the madhouse, but there's no mention anywhere. I think it just accelerates the corruption to 100%. Okay, everyone knows the cheat mode. You go under the landing, you hold down 9, and you type right typer, because in Manic Miner it was typewriter, and then you can teleport around the house. And of course, the default place when you press 9 is the off license, and everywhere else is related to the off license. See, and you see all these different number combinations. But if you do all the numbers together, right, which you can't do on an emulator, you can't do on a PC. You need to be able to press more keys than a PC can handle. You need a real Spectrum to do it. If you do that, we'll show you.
Exciting.
I don't think this is on the internet. So that's pretty cool. Now, for this, really, what we need is a hacked Jet Set Willy. So I hope there is one.
So what you're going to show us? You're going to show us the attic bug and your crazy.
Yeah, I think it's the attic bug.
Okay, that's cool.
Right, so we're in the bathroom. So as everybody knows, what is it? It's a little tiny lag in the recording. The cheat is under the first landing.
It's at the church.
Yeah, don't know, it's terrifying. Hold on, 9. Oh yeah, that was right to type of. So now we can teleport. So let's go somewhere neutral. We'll do 9-1. Take me to the bridge, which is actually the next screen after the off license, etc. 9 1 2 3. Cuckoo's nest now. Okay, we can get to the cuckoo's nest. 9 1 2 3. No! And then infinite death forever. Yeah. Okay, so we've now got the cheat activated. And go back to the off license. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go 9. I'm going to press all the numbers. I think all the numbers for the codes is 1 2 3 4 5. Let's find it. There we go. And I'm dead. Now, hopefully, if the cheat is done, we can actually. Yeah, here we go. So that looks like the normal bathroom. So you think, okay, it's a bit corrupted, but the whole game is completely messed up. So if we go over here, there's the Forgotten Abbey and the chandelier from the hall. I think it's called. Is now there, and you've got a whole game, a whole hidden map, effectively. The Forgotten Abbey again. I'm sure I've seen this before. There's minutes before my Quirker Flea, and there was a spike there, so we got. Of course, we're now in the madhouse forever. And of course, we can still teleport, which is great. Off license is interesting. Can't get through there, obviously, so let's just go one. Jump to the bridge. It's interesting, these aren't corrupted quite as much, but you can see the floor's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
So if I go this way, I will fall down. No! Oh, there we go. So, as a kid, I had a whole map to explore. A whole separate map. Yeah. It's messed up, but it's there. It's a thing. Foot of the Megatree. Die, mortal! Entrance to Hades. That's the thing that's in the chapel. I think that's one of the scariest things in there. Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's not mentioned on the internet anyway. But you can't do it on an emulator because you've got to press too many keys.
Yeah.
So the PC can't do it.
So you need original equipment for this.
Yeah, or I don't know, something that emulates that can take lots of keys pressed.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that is an interesting piece of game design there, isn't it? You could design a game that makes use of that.
Yeah, how did you accidentally make it do that? It's amazing, isn't it?
It's robust code, isn't it? Because it is sort of, it's staying up.
Yeah.
But obviously it's...
mixing the game around.
Yeah.
It still plays. You have to have the cheat on because the sprite collision has to be hacked. Now my version of Set Willy as a kid happened to be a hacked version where none of the sprites killed you. And the version I played from as a kid, I never had any sprite collision, but it made the game much easier.
So when you say the game crashes, the attic bug, that's not a deliberate thing, or is it a deliberate thing?
No, it's not. Well, he didn't do it consciously. I think he's the thing. I think, yeah. Remember, you have to remember the game can't be completed because the conservatory roof. It's actually an item on the conservatory roof. I think you can't get without getting killed. I think that's what it is. But there's also the attic bug. I think that's where it is. You can't get all the items, so you can't complete it. And frankly, it would be so difficult to actually do it anyway. I think someone has. There is a video of someone doing the whole thing, and I think doing Jet Set Willy 2 as well. And that's a feat because it's really difficult. I always say that the big test: are you a proper gamer? Can you do the banyan tree? Because the banyan tree is impossible.